Happy Friday. I'm Rob Boskamp, and you're listening to South Texas Midday. Thank you for joining me on this November 14th. Next week, Corpus Christi City Council will review information on reviving plans for the over $1 billion Inner Harbor Desalination Plant project. As part of that effort, City Manager Peter Zanoni announced on Wednesday that the city will commission a far-field study which will examine how the plant's saltwater discharge would spread and dilute through the bay system. Zanoni told KIII News the expanded review is meant to address lingering questions about previous modeling and provide clearer findings as the city works to relaunch the project.
So there's a lot of data on the bay and on the quality of the water and the exchange of the water. A lot of different interpretations can be gleaned from data, and so we're going to rely on the experts, and we'll have a peer group to review this as we move forward.
City officials said they expect to begin the new process in the coming months, with contractors required to submit firm pricing early. Once the scientific review and new bids are complete, the project would return to City Council for consideration. Zanoni previously stated that he has secured a formal commitment with Corpus Christi desal partners to develop a new proposal. They were the second-ranked team in the original procurement process and consist of local, national, and international companies. The earlier deal with contractor Kiewit was voted against moving forward back in September by City Council, citing price and uncertainties surrounding long-term financial impact. City leaders told KIII News that any new version of the project must include firm price guarantees before council members are asked to vote again. Next week, City Council and water officials will continue meeting with communities across the region to discuss water supply initiatives. Yesterday, Corpus Christi city officials, community leaders, and members broke ground for the Harbor Bridge Parks project. The $30 million investment will transform local parks, including T.C. Ayers, Williams Memorial, and Ben Garza parks. Key features will range from a community amphitheater for Coles Park, softball field and aquatic center for T.C. Ayers Park, and modern playground equipment and a community garden for Hillcrest Park. It will also improve hiking and biking trails around the new Harbor Bridge area.
So where we are standing will soon be transformed into a gathering place for all Harbor Bridge events, fostering togetherness and community engagement. While the future Washington Coles Amphitheater will not host musical performances, it will serve as a meeting point and a relaxation venue for recovering cyclists, for runners and walkers who made the brave trip over the bridge.
That was Mayor Paulette Guajardo speaking at yesterday's ceremony. Construction is scheduled to begin Monday, with majority of the work to be completed by November of 2026. Yesterday, Texas lawmakers held the first hearing of a newly formed state committee on free speech. KERA's Bill Ziebel reports the committee was created after the assassination of right-wing activist Charlie Kirk.
The Select Committee on Civil Discourse and Freedom of Speech in Higher Ed was created to study freedom of speech in the wake of Kirk's murder. But the hearing showed that confusion persists over what's protected speech. Laredo Representative Richard Raymond said he would ban student KKK members from rallying on campus. While sympathetic, UT Austin attorney Amanda Cochran-McCall disagreed.
I'd be working very hard to find if there's a legal way to prevent that. As a government body, I also think we have to honor what the First Amendment requires.
Meanwhile, parts of a state law to limit demonstrations on campus remain tied up in court. I'm Bill Ziebel in Dallas.
Friday is here, and a lot to look forward to this weekend, including Portland's newest venue, Fifth and Elm. It will open its doors this weekend. The $33 million state-of-the-art facility will bring more choices in shopping, dining, and family entertainment to the city.
As you walk outside on what we call the Great Lawn, you've got cornhole, you've got more outdoor games, you've got outdoor seating, and that's just by day. When a concert comes about, like John Wolfe in December, you're going to see that lawn transform into the entertainment space.
That was Andrew Laramattis with the Leisure and Entertainment District of Portland speaking to KRAS 6 News. The new venue can pack in about 2,000 guests for community gatherings, concerts, and private events. In sports, earlier today, Texas A&M Corpus Christi and UT RGV cross-country runners represented at the NCAA South Central Regional Championships at the University of Arkansas. On the individual side, Texas A&M Corpus Christi sophomore Elizabeth Hatavy won the Division I South Central Regional Championship in the women's 6K. She finished first with a winning time of 19 minutes and 33 seconds. Hatavy entered as Southland Conference Women's 6K champion, the first repeat individual champion in 13 years. Later Later tonight, the Corpus Christi Ice Rays will be in action. They will take on the NHL South Division's top-ranked Lone Star Brahmas on the road, both tonight and tomorrow. Texas A&M Kingsville football travels to Eastern New Mexico University to face the Greyhounds in Lone Star Conference play. UT-RGV football is also out of the state this weekend as they play McNeese State in Southland Conference action. The Vaqueros are 3-3 in the SLC standings. UT-RGV volleyball looks to end their regular season at 15-1 in the SLC. They face East Texas A&M tomorrow morning and will be in the conference championship tournament a week from today. TAMU-CC volleyball will also be in that tournament next week, but first they face Northwestern State, who are 0-15 in conference play. The match will happen tomorrow afternoon. And last night, Bad Bunny won Album of the Year at the Latin Grammy Awards. South Texas was also represented on the winners list.
Con ella me enamoré, aunque nunca la he conocido, sueño en su querer.
Edinburgh-native Bobby Pulido was awarded the Latin Grammy for Best Tejano Album. The Tejano icon won for his live album Bobby Pulido and Friends, Una Tuya y Una Mía. This is the second Latin Grammy award Pulido has won in the same category. Last year, Pulido announced he was retiring from music to focus on politics. Back in September, he launched his Democratic campaign for Texas's 15th congressional district. To meet current Representative Monica de la Cruz in a general election, Pulido will first face a primary against Harlingen emergency physician Ada Cuellar, who is unrelated to South Texas Representative Henry Cuellar, Democrat, Laredo. And that is the latest news and information on South Texas Midday. I'm Rob Boskamp. Your community arts calendar and more is on the way.